Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this Saturday evening, this May 3rd, 2025, on this mostly cloudy and 68 degrees. It was too hot for Johnny G. I have the AC on behind me, so I had to clean the filter today, and spent a lot of time looking for a couple more requests. I didn't find them. I did find two old requests, though. So I finally found those. They've been on the list for a while. But welcome to the Vinyltreasure Show. We're here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream from 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight. Going to go a little bit longer than that, as we normally do on a Saturday evening. We opened up tonight's show with a request for listener Edmund Williams. This is actually a B-side to a Johnny Ace tune. You're familiar with Johnny Ace's tune, Never Let Me Go. That was his 6th of 10 on Don Roby's Duke record label. You heard the flip side there. It's a song he wrote under his own name, which was Johnny Alexander. A song called Burly Cutie was the name of the tune, as requested by Edmund Williams, with Johnny Board and his orchestra. Now, Johnny Board was a Chicago-born tenor saxophonist and band leader, often backed up Johnny Ace, who played a piano on that recording from September 54. The flip side there of Never Let Me Go, Johnny Ace on Duke with Burly Cutie. Well, enough of my babbling here. Thank you all for being here. We got a big crowd here for a Saturday evening. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is our final show of the week, and it's the big show of the week. Although I have to say that Soul Show has been it's been rivaling this show. But we're counting down the music chronologically here. We're going to open up with an early side from May of 1951. This is a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. This was their second release on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. It features Eugene Mumford on lead. From May of 1951, we open up the vocal portion with the Larks. The Larks on Apollo. I have this on red. I think maybe it only comes on red vinyl. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's called Let's Say a Prayer. This is by request for Gordy Freeman, the great Eugene Mumford on lead.
Let's say a prayer in the morning for our neighbor next door. And then in the evening we could smile like before. What's the use of worrying when our day's work is done? Come on, stop that worrying, and let's shout our praises up to the sun. So let's say a prayer in the morning that our future may be bright, and then in the evening before we say good night.
Yeah, there you go. We open up the vocal portion there with the great sound of the Larks. That one there requested by Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. That's May 1951. The great Eugene Mumford on lead. Let's Say a Prayer is the name of the tune on Bess Berman's Apollo Records, the flip side of My Reverie. And I bought that many moons ago. Greg Surik brought that up here to the house. I said, well, you don't see this record often. I had the yellow label red vinyl, which I didn't pay much. I think I paid $20 for that. Well, it was a long time ago, but that's not easy to find. It's got a couple pops in it, but it's really not bad, and he gave me a good price on that. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Thank you all for being here. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you are new here. This is our big show of the week for now, and we play the music chronologically here. Here's a flip side request for listener Daryl Letts. Last week, I featured the Dominoes. Their fifth release for Sid Nathan's Federal record label played When the Swallows Come Back to Capistrano. That was requested by Frank Gingaro, and Daryl Letts requested the flip side. This tune written by Billy Ward and Rose Marks, but it features Clyde McPhatter on lead. Let's go to February 1952. The great Dominoes on Federal. It's the jump side. It's called That's What You're Doing to Me. This is for Daryl Letts.
she doesn't want me, I'll never, never let her go. I wanna roll, wanna thrill deep down in my soul. Oh, baby, oh, that's what you're doing to me. Oh, yeah, that's what you're doing to me.
Yeah, the great sound of the dominoes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Early Sad from February 52. What did I say? That was their fifth release on Sid Nathan's Federal record label, the Gold Top Federal for this one. That's What You're Doing to Me. That's the great Clyde McPhatter on lead. Johnny G here, counting down the music chronologically here. Let's move into 1953 now. Fill the requests for Jerry Gingaro, who recently celebrated a birthday on Thursday. We have to say happy birthday to Jerry Gingaro. And I understand you had a great time out for lunch. That is a good thing. So she's been sending requests in. Of course, she is the wife of Frank Gingaro, who is in our YouTube chat room. And this group is out of Harlem, New York. I think Julia McCroy also requested this tune. This is their second of three on the Atlantic record label. It features Harold Sonny Wright on lead, and this is a nice rendition of this 1930 standard. Let's go to August of 1953 by request for Jerry Gingaro. We'll also send it out to Julia McCroy. These are the Diamonds on the Atlantic label, and their rendition of the tune Two Loves Have I, the Diamonds.
Two loves have I, and they tear me apart. Two loves have I, both are in my heart. One is a flower, and the other a flame. Two loves have I, but they're not the same. When I'm in a gay mood, then it's for your life. Love I crave, while other arms and other lips make me your slave. I can't deny, but to both I am true. Two love have I, both of them are you. When I'm in a gay mood, it's for your ripe love I crave, while other arms and other lips make me your slave. I can't deny, but to both I am true. Two loves have I, and both of them are you.
Yeah, that is a great tune there. Those are the Diamonds out of Harlem, New York. That is with Harold Sonny Wright on lead, August 1953. That's second of three on the Yellow and Black Atlantic label, as requested by Jerry Gingaro. Say happy birthday to Jerry Gingaro, belated birthday to Jerry Gingaro, and also we'll send it out to Julian McCroy. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we move into 1954 now. This is a flip side request from actually a couple weeks ago. Featured this group out of Los Angeles, California. Actually, they were from Santa Monica, California. They were called the Chanters, and it was a request for Emnon. The side I featured, I think this is the A side, but the other side that I played was called Tell Me, Thrill Me, and that was a request for Emnon on the April 19th Saturday night show. He also requested the flip side. Now, the lead on this is baritone Jean Ford. With the female member, you're going to hear her come in. Her name is Ethel Brown. Now, she formerly was a member of the Squires that recorded for Combo. I played the Squires last week, that hard release on the Combo label. Other members of this group are brothers Billy and Alan Boyd. This is on the Bahari Brothers RPM record label from August 1954. Let's give a listen to the Chanters. The Chanters on the RPM record label by request for Emnon. It's called She Wants to Mambo for Emnon. Wait, this.
Que bonita!
Otra vez.
Que bonita!
I want to mambo.
She wants to mambo.
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 I want.
Uh,
Ooh.
She wants to mambo. Ooh, mambo. Ooh, mambo. Me and my baby was walking down the avenue. We were so happy we didn't know what to do. We passed by a place called Krabby Joe's, and like a bat out of nowhere, she shot straight for the door. She wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
She wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Every day she wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
You better, she wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Oh, well, she wants.
Ooh.
She wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Ooh, mambo. Ooh, mambo. Another time, me and my baby was sitting in the park. It was so quiet and peaceful, man, and it sure was dark. I was a hugging and a squeezing, and a wheelbarrow was sinking slow. And up walked the dope with a radio. She wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Every day she wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Bet she wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Yeah, she wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Oh, well, she wants.
Ooh.
She wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Ooh, mambo. Ooh, mambo. After begging her all night, I finally took her home. I was so tired and disgusted, man, I just wanted to be alone. When all of a sudden the phone rang and I was feeling mighty good, and until I picked up the receiver and heard somebody go, she wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
She wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Every day she wants to
Ah,
mambo.
si,
But
si.
you bet she wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Well, she wants.
Ooh.
She wants to mambo.
Ah, si, si.
Ooh, mambo. Ooh, mambo.
I've heard all you said and I feel mighty bad. I didn't know I was making you so sad. I'm giving you all my charms and I'm putting the mambo down.
What's the name of that record you got under your arm?
In a little Spanish town, I want the mambo.
She wants the mambo.
I want to mambo.
She wants the mambo.
I want.
What?
Ooh.
She wants the mambo.
Well, let her mambo go ahead. You know, the mambo was a big dance back in the 1950s. It was around for a while, too. I don't know if I could mambo. I might throw my hip out. But anyway, there you go. By request for listener M, on August 1954, the Chanters there. That's Ethel Brown, the female voice that you heard there. The Chanters on the RPM record label out of California. She Wants to Mambo, as we do lots of dances here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about this show, as I don't know if anybody does what Johnny G does. And I have 3 shows that I do. I do that soul show, which, it got, I don't know what it is with the copyright police there, but I'm researching it. I'm researching it is what I'm doing. And my studio still, and I'm telling you, it's difficult to do the show too, because I have to put the headphones on. I can't hear my voice. So I don't know what it is, but they were supposed to get back to me on Friday. I did not hear anything. So I'm kind of getting a little bit ticked off about it, but because this is a difficult thing. It's actually holding up my guest hosts. So anyway, so we gotta get to it here as we continue here for a Saturday evening. We are in the 1954 block, and let's fill it. This is actually an old request for listener Frank Chingaro. I think I played the flip side of this for Frank, a song called Music Maestro Please, by this group, the Starlings. They were from the Bronx, New York. This was on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. Now, the flip side is a cover also, a tune done by Gene Austin, and this is the group's debut single. It features Larry Gale on lead. No, actually, I should take it back. Charlene, that's the Music Maestro song, okay, which didn't really need that in there, but that's okay. But this is the debut single for the Starlings. Larry Gale, he's the lead singer. He also co-wrote this tune, and it kicked off the Josie record label too, by the way, if you collect this label. Let's go to April of 1954. We'll send this one out to Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. The Starlings on Josie. It's called My Plea for Love. This is for Frank.
I love you, and you say you were meant for me. Please give your loving heart to me. That's my plea for love. My plea for love. By my side, for your love I will never hide. That's my plea for love. My plea for love. I walk round the town, thinking of my baby. Yes, I walk around
Yeah, what a great tune that is. I heard that one there on the Time Capsule Show. I was only in junior high school. I wrote that down. It took me a long time to find that record, especially in that nice shape. There you go. Great tune there from April 1954. Those are the Starlings. The Starlings, that's Larry Gale on lead. That's on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. That kicked off the label. So if you collect the label, that's got to be your first record. And that one there by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat. We have another one for Frank coming up as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show. And if you saw me playing around with my shell heads on the turntable there, I was replacing the stylus with a 78. So when we opened up the show on the Duke label with that Johnny Ace instrumental, that was with a 78 needle. It plays better with that. And this record plays better with a 78 needle also. But the 78 is the best one to have on this, which I do have. And it's a black label Derby. But anyway, this is a request for listener Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat as we go to Brooklyn, New York for this group. This is their debut single. Came out on Larry Newton's Derby Records. And it features Jimmy McGowan on lead. Let's go to August of 1954 for the debut single for the Four Fellows on the Derby label. It's called I Tried. This is for Daniel Kubacki.
I tried to pretend our love would always be. My heart kept saying never leave me. You belong by my side, my side, my side. Oh, but you lied when you broke my heart deep down inside. And you left me with all but a sigh. So I'm saying goodbye. There once was a time that if I kissed you, my heart would melt away. Well, I don't give a darn if I miss you. So listen to what I have to say, and don't you cry. Wipe those teardrops away from your eyes, 'cause your daddy is saying goodbye. Don't say I didn't try. Was a time that if I kissed you, my heart would melt away. Well, I don't give a darn if I miss you now. So listen to what I say, and don't you cry. Wipe those teardrops away from your eyes. Well, your daddy is saying goodbye. Don't say I didn't try. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried.
There you go, by request for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. That is the debut single for Jimmy McGowan and the Four Fellows from August 1954. The flip side is Bend in the River, which is a great tune. This tune called I Tried. This is on the Derby label. Now, after this release, they would sign with the Glory record label. They got some great records on the Glory label. Johnny G here on a Saturday. I'm your Saturday night disc jockey. If you have a request for this show or any of the shows that I do, the 78's a little bit difficult with the requests, but I do get them for flip sides like Phil. Email Johnny G at vinyl Vinyltreasures at AOL.com. Going to play a flip side for him from the last 78 show. You get some 40s 78s on those, and maybe even earlier, too. I don't know. It depends what I find, but tonight's show is all requests. I do have one from the Collector's Corner. Not an easy record to find. Well, some of these I'm playing are not that easy to find, but let us continue here. We are in the this is one more in the 1954 block, and it's a request for Joe Shacatano. He's a little bit under the weather, so he's tuned into the program, but he's not in the chat room. And I featured this group last week. Who requested this? I think it was Gordy Freeman requested this group's debut single, The Teardrops with The Stars Are Out Tonight. Now, this was the follow-up of that Joe Shacatano requested with Sid Bass. Is it Bass or Bass? Sometimes I know Sid Bass and the Orchestra, I'm going to say. From December 1954. Let's give a listen to The Teardrops. This is their follow-up to The Stars Are Out Tonight. This is not an easy record to find, and believe it or not, sometime in like 1993, this was a buy it now on eBay for $200. I bought this record for, I don't know what it's worth. I don't know what the price guides say it's worth now, but these are The Teardrops from December 54 for Joe Shacatano. The song is called My Heart. The Teardrops.
My heart.
My heart is longing. My heart is longing for you. My heart is longing for you. Please, baby, won't you be true? My heart is longing for you. Longing for you. My heart is so empty. I need your love, baby, and plenty. My heart is longing for you. Longing for you. Love is longing. So darling, why can't you my heart is longing for you. Please, baby, won't you be true? My heart is longing for you. My heart is longing for you.
There you go, December 1954 release there for listener Joe Shacatano. That's the second of two for The Teardrops on the Josie record label, My Heart. This a white group is a mystery, really. Really can't find any information on this group. You know, it's so all these years later, trying to dig up information on a lot of these groups, it's very difficult, especially when a lot of the members have already passed away. That's what makes it so difficult. And even for the members that are still around, they are up there in age. It's not, listen, I can't remember what I had for dinner last night. So anyway, so it's very hard. It is hard. And but if you documented it way back when a lot of the members were around, that's why a lot of the old clips that are on YouTube about their performances at UGHA and other arenas, there were some of the original members there, and they might have been interviewed for a number of the trade publications that were out at the time. That's how I was trying to become educated at the time, but still, it's so difficult because sometimes a lot of these groups intertwined with one group member. It's difficult, especially when you're dealing with the West Coast. That is crazy. Johnny G here on a Saturday evening. Let us continue. Let's move into 1955 now. Fill a request for listener Big Dave Swinger as we go to Leonard Chess's Chess record label for the great sound of the Moonglows. And I can't remember the last time I played this side. This was their third release on the Checker label. I think for the flip side, maybe. Not for this side, but we're going to play the other side next week because I think Big Dave requested that too. But this was the follow-up, this disc to Most of All. Now, this side written by Sonny Woods, and it features Harvey Fuqua on lead. We go to April of 1955. Let's give a listen to the Moonglows. The Moonglows on Chess for Big Dave Swinger. The tune is called Slow Down.
Well, baby, send me a telegram and say you're coming home. Well, baby, don't you know I'm all alone. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, way down. I woke up this morning feeling mighty fine. About that day that really slipped my mind. I looked at the clock, it was 3:15. I said, please have mercy on me. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, way down. Mighty wrong, ooh, baby, hear my pleas, cause I'm down on the bended knees. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, baby, slow down. Slow down, way down,
There you go. That one there by request for Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat. And that's the sound of the Moonglows. Harvey Fuqua on lead. April 1955 release. That is the follow-up to Most of All, but probably not for that side. But that's a cool jazzy side they do. Song entitled Slow Down. Harvey Fuqua on lead. Johnny G here on a Saturday as we continue. We are in the 1955 block, and can't find any information about this next record, although I was talking about this record with Bill Olb a number of months ago. We were talking about Joe Davis's JD record label. Lots of good tunes on the JD record label. This is one of them. And what caught my eye on this is that the writer credit on this is Alan Freed. So if I was a gambling guy, I would bet that Alan Freed played this record. This record released in March of 1955. We're going to send it out to listener Bill Olb. I'm pretty sure he has a copy of this too, but I got this at a Greg Surrick's collection for a nickel. No, really not a lot of money. But I don't think it's a common record at all. I don't think there's a listing on 45 Cat. Reed, you can check it out. This is JD number 800. Her name is Ernestina. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ernestina. And I think if you listen closely, I think there's a group in the background here, but listen to it very carefully. But Alan Freed gets the writer credit from March 1955. Ernestina on JD Records. We're going to send it out to listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. The song is called Special Delivery.
I got a special delivery this morning. The first thing I didn't have a notion what the postman would bring. I read it with deep emotion, and here's what it said. It said, I'm sorry to tell you, but your sweetheart has wed. I started crying and crying. My tears were just like dew. Oh Lord, oh why did my baby find somebody new? I saw him the other evening, and he acted kinda strange, and yet he held me and told me that his love would never change. My heart is nearly broke. I can't believe it, that someone would be playing a joke, and no one could be so cruel. A note like this to send, because that special delivery will prove to be mine.
So maybe they were not hums. It sounded like hums, but that could be the bass in the background there. Some guys humming in the background. So that's probably not considered a full group record, but still, that's a great R&B record, I have to say. And probably not that common either. Her name is Ernestina. It's from March of 1955. I think this was reviewed in Billboard, too. I think in the April 9th issue of Billboard, they reviewed both sides of this. The flip side's a little bit more up-tempo, but I figured I figured Alan Freed was on that one, so I'm sure he had to play that record, so we'll send it out to listener Bill Olben, New Jersey, Ernestina with special delivery on the JD record label. We are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request for listener Robert in California as we go back to Harlem, New York with this great group on George Golner's Rama Records. This was their first release. I played their debut single not too long ago. I think, well, actually it was last week. Robert requested Tonight Kathleen. That was the debut single for the Valentines. They would sign with George Golner's Rama Records, had 7 releases on the Rama label. This is their first, and I guess we'll consider it the group's biggest hit, especially here in New York. This was a record that my aunt had in her collection. It features Richard Barrett on lead. It's with Jimmy Wright and his orchestra. This charted in other areas, number 3 record on KLCN in Blytheville, Arkansas. Let's go to October of 1955 by request for Robert in California, Richard Barrett and the Valentines, and their tune is called Lily May Bell. That's October 55 release there for the Valentines, Richard Barrett and the Valentines on Rama Records. That's going out to Robert in California. Lily May Bell is the name of the tune. I'm telling you, the Valentines were the reason that song, what was their follow-up, I think, to I Love You, Darling. That was the record that got Johnny G into the collecting hobby, because it was a record that my aunt bought when it came out. But anyway, I digress. We are in the 1955 block. We have a flip side request for listener Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room. Featured this singer from Louisville, Kentucky, his third release on Leonard Allen States record label, which was out of Chicago. Last week we played Your Honey, But the Bees Don't Know It. That was a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. Daryl wants to hear the flip side. This tune written by the singer. His name is Cliff Butler. It says in his combo, but this side has a group. Now, I'm not lying. There is a group in the background on this side. And, of course, the Doves was the group that backed him up on that Oh, what is a song that I played here on the program on the red vinyl as Johnny G draws a complete blank. But anyway, let's go to May of 1955. This is going out to Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room. This is on Leonard Allen's States record label. This is Cleve Butler and his combo. It's called Jealous Hearted Woman. This is for Daryl Letts.
You're just a jealous, jealous-hearted woman. Tell me, why can't you keep your temper down? Yes, I said you're a jealous-hearted woman. Tell me, why can't you keep your temper down? You say every time I'm not with you, I'm out somewhere running around. Well, when my boss called me, baby, on the telephone, you grabbed the phone from me and said, leave my sweet man alone. Now you know you're too jealous, baby. Why don't you keep your temper down? Well, you say when I'm not with you, baby, I'm out somewhere running around. Well, it hurts so bad, baby, when I know you're dissatisfied. And it's even worse when I tell the truth and you swear I've lied. Oh, baby, you're jealous-hearted. Please, please try to keep your temper down. Well, baby, you say when I'm not with you, I'm out somewhere running around. Listen to me, baby. Well, if you don't change fast, baby, I'm gonna have to put you down. It's getting so bad, you don't even want my mother around. Oh, baby, you're too jealous. You know that's too much. Gonna have to put you down. Well, you say when I'm not with you, baby, I'm out somewhere running around.
There you go, by request for listener Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room. That's Cliff Butler and his combo from May 1955. That's on the States record label. Jealous Hearted Woman is the name of the tune. Now, I didn't know if that was in the, because I was collecting the Kreider book, okay, when I got into the, they didn't really have a price guide out. I forget who put out the price guide. Was it, was that real thin price guide? Somebody, I know some of you guys and gals in the YouTube chat room know it. Was it Rockin' Records that put out that Rhythm and Blues group price guide? It was a real thin. I have it somewhere over there. I've used those prices now. But so anyway, then after that there was the Kreider book, and there was so many versions of the Kreider. I think Mike Sape is still looking for a copy of the Kreider book. They are in demand, and I have a red one over here. It's kind of falling apart. I think I gave my I had the blue one. I think the red one came first. Then there was a blue one, which I think I gave to Mike Layton. And then there was a silver one, which is all fallen apart because I would take them to the record shows when I would go. And, I'd be checking in there because I was collecting every record in that book. There were some mistakes, too, and I don't know where Kreider got the prices, because he had the ear of some of the top collectors at the time, and you can see the names of them too. Many of them have passed away, unfortunately, but he would come out with this new book, and between Mike Demersion and Spence, they had 2 label books which are pretty cool. They're really thick, and they're not color photos, but there's all nice pictures of the labels in there. They even show you the reproductions. I have 2 of the books. I have the first one and the second one, but I bought all the books. I think the most accurate, although listen, we're talking a lot of years, is the yellow one, because he did the black Kreider book. I forget what year. I mean, I think it's like 16 years now. It's a long time. So Marvin Pod, you were it as far as the prices go. So I don't know. There's a couple of the guys that still, John Tefteller, he gets some big money for some of the records in his auction. There's you can go on Pop Psych, and there's a couple websites that show you the prices. But listen, prices are only they change, especially like in Northern Soul with the soul music, it changes. So anyway, but people are looking for the Kreider price guide, and it's a great listen. I think Picarero put out a book too, by the way, which I was using as my new checklist, and his prices were astronomical. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. I don't know, but my whole premise of that was that one in the Kreider book? I don't know. I don't think it was, but I run this label out of Chicago, the States label. But anyway, I Need the Hornets. By the way, I'll take it on a 78. Let us continue here. We are in the are we in the 55 block here? This is a request for Edmund Williams here. As I go next page, yeah. We are in the 1955 block. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York now. Well, with a request for listener Edmund Williams. This group had 7 releases for Sid Nathan's King Records, and Edmund wants to hear their debut single for the King label. It features Henry Austin on lead, with Vernon Britton as the bass, and this is actually a cover tune. This song was first recorded back in 1943 by Al Dexter, Bing Crosby, and the Andrews Sisters. Wait, Al Dexter, I guess, did it first. Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters also recorded this in the 1940s. But let's give a listen to this version from July 1955. These are the Hurricanes on King, and their rendition of the tune Pistol Packin' Mama for Edmund Williams.
Now I'm on the run. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down. A pistol packing mama. Lay that pistol down. Oh, she kicked out my windshield. It hit me over the head. She cussed and cried and said I lied. I wish that I was dead. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down. A pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down.
Blind until the night caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down. A pistol packing mama. Lay that pistol down.
There you go, the sound of the Hurricanes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Edmund Williams, July 55. Their first release, first of 7 for King Records, Pistol Packin' Mama is the name of the tune. That's Henry Austin on lead for that one. That's for Edmund Williams. We got one more from the year 1955, and this is a request for listener Frank Chingaro. We go to the Bronx, New York. Now, you heard this lead singer earlier in the program that Frank requested. He was a lead singer of the Starlings that recorded for the Josie label. The group also recorded for Dawn. They got some great releases on the Dawn label too. But then with help from Wynn's disc jockey Alan Freed, he was able to get them to sign with MGM Records. Had 2 great releases on the MGM record label. Now Frank requested their first. It features Larry Gales on lead. He returns July 1955. Going out to Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Twilighters on MGM. Their tune is called Little Did I Dream. This is for Frank.
How much you meant to my heart. I should have known from the start. But little did I dream. Oh, little did I dream my arms would ever be lonely. My lips would long for you only. But little did I dream. I merely played a game. It really was a shame, and I know now I was so wrong. 'Cause now you made me cry the way I made you cry all along. So all along, oh darling, little did I dream someday the tables would turn. Little did I dream, my dear, it took a heartache to learn. But little did I dream. It took a heartache to learn, dear, but little did I dream. Little did I dream.
There's a great tune there by request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. July 1955. Those are the Twilighters. That's Larry Gales on lead with the Twilighters on MGM. Little Did I Dream. Well, you can hear Frank Chingaro tomorrow afternoon on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. Frank Chingaro and Gordon Skagberg are your hosts. That is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 to 5:30, we'll say, but really 6 o'clock. That's on WRHU FM 88.7 on your dial. You can tune in on the internet at radiostationusa.fm. That's where I tune in, and you can tune in to WRHU for the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. And I bet Frank has the second hour because he had the first hour last week. He probably has the second hour tomorrow afternoon. That's 3 to 6 on WRHU 88.7, the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. Johnny G is your DJ for a Saturday. Thank you all for being here. This is our third show of the week. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing. It keeps the copyright police away. I'm telling you it does. They are a pain. But let us continue, and let's fill a request now for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat. We go to Philadelphia as we move to 1956, and this is on the who owned this sound label? I think it was what's his name? Bernie somebody owned it. I'm losing my mind. But these are the Revels on Sound Records. What does it have here? This was their second of two on the Sound label, and the tune co-written by group member Sam Hart. I don't know if the other guy's a member. Yeah, Jackson, I think, was a member of the group also. But the lead on this is actually Sam Hart is on lead, so he co-wrote this tune. February 1956, by request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room, the Revels on Sound. It's called Cha Cha Tony.
Well, the other night, as I was walking past the dance hall, people were talking. I decided to go on in, and that's when I heard the band begin. Cha cha Tony, cha cha cha, cha cha Tony, cha cha cha, cha cha Tony, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha. I walked into the dance just by chance. I saw a girl who could really dance. I said I'm not familiar with these steps. Could you show me just what to do? And I'll be very grateful to you. Cha cha Tony, cha cha cha, cha cha Tony, cha cha cha, cha cha Tony, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha. Show me how to cha cha, Tony. Show me how to cha cha, Tony. Show me how to cha cha, Tony, and I'll be very grateful to you.
Sounds of Philadelphia here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for Bill Sheriff, February 56th, the Revels, their second release on the Sound record label. Cha Cha Tony is the name of the tune. That is Sam Hart on lead. That's a song I first heard on the Time Capsule Show, and ended up, I had to upgrade my copy. Got a nice copy of that record. I do, as Johnny G. Continuing here, we are in the 1956 block. Now, here was one of the old requests that I found, finally, for listener James Stone. You know, I collected... You don't want to collect the Capitol record label to run every number because you're going to run out of space. But that's what I tried to do. So I bought all the records when I had a chance on Capitol Records. I would check them off in that Ken Klee book. I told you that's how I used to buy my records. But this gal, this is actually a request for James Stone, this gal from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She had a unique style. Now, she should be considered, I guess, in the likes of Sarah Vaughan and Dinah Washington, but not achieving the same success, unfortunately. But she signed with Capitol in late 1954. She had about 19 releases through January of 63. Now, James Stone requested her 7th release, this tune written by Buddy Kaye and Fred Spellman, and they were under Morris Levy's Planetary Music, so it's kind of weird. And it's interesting that those writers also wrote, I'm Not a Know-It-All for Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. But it mentions on the label there is a vocal group. Now, I'm guessing they are the Q's. Maybe James knows better than I. But it's a great tune, actually a great two-sided 45, I have to say. From July 1956, finally found this one for James Stone in our YouTube chat room. Dakota Staten on the Capitol label. The song is called My Friend. This is for James Stone.
My friend is really not my friend, although she says she is my friend. She stole the only boy I love from me. Oh, 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 that night when I first danced with Jim, I saw her making eyes at him. I smiled, but yet I burned with jealousy. I'd go out with him and wear my best dress. I tried to make him fall. He started to call for me less and less, till he didn't call at all. And now my friend is dating Jim. She knows I'm still in love with him. My friend is really not my friend at all.
Yeah, Johnny G getting caught here. Phonetically writing, Johnny G totally messes up the pronunciations of some of these groups. I will tell you that. That is a fact. I've constantly done that. But that's Staten. Staten is her name. Thank you for that, Big Dave. And actually, we didn't have it here in the notes that Marvin Pod says that's Johnny Staten's sister, right? He said that. And I think I saw that in the chat. Charlene will have to add that in the write-up there. But I like that record. I think it's pretty cool. July 1956, Dakota Staten on the Capitol record label with the Q's backing her up. That one there by request for listener James Stone. My Friend is the name of that one. I have to check. I probably have that one too, if Charlene could mark that down. We'll see. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room for this group called the Kingsmen. And I think these are the same groups, the group that recorded for the All-Star label. I have a later release in 1957 on All-Star. I think this was their first release. This is on Jack and Bill Angel's Neil label from October of 56. The Kingsmen on Neil for Chris Reed. It's called One Foolish Mistake. The Kingsmen.
One
where you belong.
One foolish mistake. I made it, I know.
That foolish mistake, my dear, was when I let you go. I let you go.
That's October 1956 release there by request for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Kingsmen. Kingsmen on the Neil record label. You know, the Monarchs are on the Neil label, and also the Young Lads, too. There's not many releases on the label. I think I have all the releases, I think. There was one single artist that I was missing. I have it somewhere in the No Humidity basement. I like that record. One Foolish Mistake is the name of the tune. I found that in the wild for a quarter. It's fun to find records in the wild for a few cents, I can tell you that much. But there you go for Chris Reed. We are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for listener Mike Sape in Connecticut. He's in our YouTube chat room. Now, did you know that there were two different Counts group from Indianapolis, Indiana? Of course, the one that most people know was the one led by Chester Brown. They recorded for Randy Wood's Dot record label. Now, the other group recorded for Jerry and Mel Herman's Note label. And prior to recording for the Note label, they recorded for Randy Wood's Dot label as the Five Dots. But they were Bernard Harris, Harry Blackwell, Dwayne Harris, Jimmy Scruggs, and James Pearson. And they were known as the Counts. And I don't think I've ever played this side before, Charlene. She'll tell me, yes, you did, Johnny. You don't remember. But this is from November of 1956 by request for Mike Sape. The other Counts on the Note label. It's called Sweet Names for Mike Sape.
Honey, sugar, baby, oh, you sweet thing, I call you sweet name, because you're mine and you're so fine. In the evening when my day's work is all done, yes, I grab my hat and coat and away I run to my honey, sugar, baby, oh, I call you sweet names, 'cause you're a sweet thing and you're mine. So all alone, didn't have no one to call my own. No hugging, no kissing, I was missing someone to make me say, hey, honey, sugar, baby, oh, you sweet thing, I call you sweet name, because you're mine and you're so fine, just as sure as the vine grows round the stump, yes, you will always be my little sugar love, honey, sugar, baby, oh, I call you sweet name,
go. That one there going out to Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. That's the Other Counts group, the other group from November 1956 on the Note record label. Sweet Names is the name of the tune. Let us continue. We are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. Now, the first time I heard this song was on, I think it was the Oldies But Goodies Volume 1. I think this came out on the Volume 1. My aunt, she was into buying those compilation albums. I think that LP originally came out, in 60 or 59 or whatever. But this, up next, this singer, songwriter, pianist, born Joseph Coleman Smith, back on May 17th of 1934 in Maywood, Illinois. He would relocate out to the West Coast, recorded for many different labels during his career, Aladdin and Specialty and Original Sound, and I showed you the Dot label. But David requested his biggest hit. This first came out on Larry Mead's Vital label, which was out of Pasadena, California. It would get picked up by Dot Records. So I think the common way to get it is on Dot. Maybe not that easy on the Maroon, because you can get it on the old black Dot label, but that was the Maroon copy I showed you. But this is the first press I'm featuring on Vita Records, produced by Robert Bumps Blackwell, and actually with the Ernie Freeman combo. Let's give a listen to Sunny Night. Sunny Night on the Vita label from August 56. This charted number 17 on Billboard, number 8 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 2 record if you were listening to WCIA in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. For David Vilma in our YouTube chat room, Sunny Night on the Vita label. The song is called Confidential.
Confidential as a church at twilight, sentimental as a rose in moonlight. My love for you will always be confidential to me, confidential as a mother's prayer, too beautiful for other eyes to share. My love for you will always be confidential to me. Our love's a precious secret, a beautiful thing apart. There is no need for prying eyes to look into my heart. Confidential as a baby's cry, secret and moving as a lover's sigh. My love for you will always be confidential to me, confidential as a baby's cry, secret and moving as a lover's sigh. My love for you will always be confidential to me.
There you go, by request for listener David Vilma, October 1957 release there I'm sorry, August 1956 release there for Sunny Night. Sunny Night featured it on the first label, Vita Records, and his cool tune song entitled Confidential. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show. We move into the 1957 block, or we are in the, move into the 1957 block. Let's fill a request for listener George Chestnut as we go to New Haven, Connecticut for this group, talking about the Five Satins here. They would sign with Al Silver's Ember Records, and this was their third release. Wait, hold on a second, Charlene. What's it say? This is their third release on the Ember label, and this song, hold on a second here. This song here is actually a cover. This song was first done by Don Howard. Didn't Don Howard have a big hit with this record? I think on Essex in 1952. I think I have a red vinyl copy of that on a blue label, if I'm not mistaken. But this is from March of 1957. This is Fred Paris and the Five Satins on the Ember label, and their rendition of the tune "Oh Happy Day" by request for George Chestnut.
The sun is shining, oh happy day. The sun is shining, oh happy day. No more trouble, no skies of gray. Ever since you said those words to me, the sun is shining, oh happy day. The moon is shining, oh happy night. Come to me, darling, and make things alright. Oh happy day, oh lucky. The sun is shining, oh happy day. The sun is shining, oh happy day. The sun is shining, oh happy day. Oh lucky. The sun is shining, oh happy day. The sun is shining, oh happy
There you go. That one there by request for listener George Chestnut. That's Fred Paris and the Five Satins with their third release on Ember Records. Their rendition of the tune "Oh Happy Day" is the name of that one. Came out in March of 1957. We are in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Tommy Albergo, who is tuned into the program here. This group is out of Newark, New Jersey. They had just one release, a great two-sided 45. Came out on High Weiss's Old Town record label. Now, I don't know the group members on this, though, but all I know is the record's good. Now, this is the true first press. We'll talk about it. I showed you the flip side here of this copy. From August 1957 for Tommy Albergo, here are the Keytones. The Keytones on Old Town. It's called A Fool in Love for Tommy.
There is always a fool in love. What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, dog? Have you found another? What you thinking of? Have you ever seen a fool? A fool in love. Don't you start a crying. Don't shed a tear. You don't have to worry. I won't leave you, dear. Have you ever seen a fool? A fool in love. Well, baby, someday I'll change my ways and you'll have me once again. Because now, baby, I'm praying now that you come back and have me back again. Don't you start a crying. Don't shed a tear. You don't have to worry. I won't leave you, dear. Have you ever seen a fool? A fool in
There you go. By request for listener Tommy Albergo is tuned into the program. Tommy, I bet you have that record. I would say he does, but that is a great tune there. I have to say, a wonderful ballad there. A group called the Keytones. The Keytones, where's my place here? Johnny G going crazy. Keytones there, August 1957. I think that was the B-side of the record, if I'm not mistaken. A Fool in Love, that's on High Weiss's Old Town record label. Now, this, I think, is the harder title. Yeah, Wonder of the World is the first title of that. It's not that easy to find. And I think Seven Wonders of the World, I think, is the more common title of that. But I had to upgrade my copy of this. This is a really nice copy here. Greg had a nice one in his collection. Anyway, glad I got that one there. That's for Tommy Albergo. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's go to New Orleans, Louisiana now. Fill a request for listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. This artist born Robert Charles Guidry back in 1938 in Abbeville, Louisiana. And he wrote the song See You Later, Alligator. And he also wrote, I think, Walking to New Orleans and But I Do. But here's his 7th release on Leonard Chess's Chess record label, and he co-wrote this tune with Paul Gayton, his name Bobby Charles, and this was recorded at the Orbit J&M Studios. Is that what you said there, Big Dave? Is it Orbit J&M Studios in New Orleans, Louisiana, with the band featuring Paul Gayton, who co-wrote this, on piano, and Lee Allen, who was on tenor sax. From September 57 for Big Dave Swinger, Bobby Charles on chess. It's called, is there anything under that? No. It's called Yeah, 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 Baby for Big Dave Swinger.
All of my life I've been looking for someone like you. Someone like you. Someone like you. All of my life I've been looking for someone like you. Someone like you. Someone like you. Now I got you here with me. I want you to know my life's complete. Yeah, 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 baby, I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got me walking in circles, talking all out of my head. Out of my head. Out of my head. You got me walking in circles, talking all out of my head. Out of my head. Out of my head. You open my eyes
till I die. I wanna love, 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 love you till I die. Yeah, yeah, baby, I love you. I'll do anything that you want me to. Yeah, 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 baby, I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna love, 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 love you till I die. I wanna love, 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 love you till I die. Yeah, yeah, baby, I love you. I'll do anything that you want me to. Yeah, 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 baby, I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it's the sound of New Orleans here on the Vinyl Treasure Show by request for Big Dave Swinger, Bobby Charles, and the Uncredited Orbits. That's what he meant on that list there, Charlene. I didn't get it, but it's a song entitled "Yeah Yeah Baby." That one there from September '57 on the Chess record label. That's his 7th release for Big Dave Swinger. Let us continue in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request for Flipside requests for Marvin Pod in our YouTube chat room. Featured the flip side of this last week for James Stone. He requested Sarah Vaughan with the tune The Next Time Around. And Marvin requested the flip side. I have to agree with Marvin. This is a great two-sided record. From November of 1957, this side, called Gone Again, was originally done back in 1947 by Curly Lewis and his trio on the Apollo label. But let's give a listen to this version from November 57 as done by Sarah Vaughan and a group on Mercury. It's called Gone Again. This is for Marvin Pod.
He's gone again. Maybe not for long. He's gone again. And he's wrong. Wrong to leave so unaware. Wrong to leave me in despair. But oh, he's gone again. Alone again. Maybe not for long. Alone again. And it's wrong. Wrong because I love him deeply. Wrong because I'm his completely. Oh, he's good again. Does he know I miss him every night so long? He's been gone so long. How I long to kiss him. When will he return? Or will he ever learn he's home again?
Home again.
Maybe not for long, but he's home again.
Home again.
And it's wrong. Wrong because I can't believe he's come home to love only me.
go for Marvin Pod there. That's a nice record. I like that record. Very soothing and kind to the ear. Really, really relaxing record there. I like that record there. That's Miss Sarah Vaughan. Sarah Vaughan from November 1957 on the Mercury record label. Maybe the Mellow Men are backing her up. The group sounds great in the background. Gone Again is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't gone, not yet. And we're still here. We're going to be here for a little bit here, spinning your requests. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. The more subscribers I have, the copyright police will stay away. I think that's how it works. But we are in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request for listener David Vilma as we go out to Los Angeles, California now, and I'm sure many of you know this group, the group out of Los Angeles, California, the Hollywood Flames. This was their first of 10 on the Ebb record label, and from October of 1957. This features Earl Nelson on lead. This was a hit for the group. This was number 18 on Cashbox, 11 on the Billboard chart, I should say the R&B chart. 11 on the Billboard chart, number 5 on the R&B chart, number 2 on WWCA in Gary, Indiana, from October of 57. This is on Lenora Roop's Ebb record label, the Hollywood Flames, with their tune called Buzz, Buzz, Buzz for David Vilma.
Darling, and I hope someday you'll be mine. Darling, and I hope someday you'll be mine. 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 Hope someday you'll be mine.
There you go. That one there going out to David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Hollywood Flames. What did it say here? This says here, first of 10, Earl Nelson is Charlene's got Earl Nelson is the lead, which was recorded earlier, October of 55, but not released till 2 years later, but as a member of the Voices who recorded for Cash Records. So this is a Cash master that ended up on Lenora Roop's Ebb label, is what I have here on the notes. So there you go, October 1957 for David Vilma, the Hollywood Flames. Either way, on Buzz, Buzz, Buzz is the name of the tune on the Ebb record label. Johnny G here on a Saturday. You can hear an encore presentation of the Vinyltreasure show. Usually what's been happening is on Sunday mornings, at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. here on the East Coast. They air the previous show. They've been the Saturday shows, but sometimes they use the 78 show, and once in a while I hear the 60 show. But I am on KKSM 1320 AM out of broadcasting out of Palomar College in San Marcos, California. And Zeb, he broadcasts my encore presentations there. I don't know if we get some from YouTube or get some from my website, vinyltreasures.net, but you can tune into that program on the internet at palomar.edu/KKSM. And they have Tony O's on the station there too, by the way. I think he's on is it Fridays, I think? I listened to Tony O yesterday. He had a nice show yesterday, but the Dungeon Serenade. But he is also on KKSM. They have some, they have some cool 50s programs on there too. Now, I don't know if they're playing real records, they're not doing, but I'm on for 3 hours there, so they have me on from on at least Eastern Standard Time, 9 to 12. So I'm waking up listening to me on the radio from the previous week. So check it out, KKSM radio. That's 1320 AM on your dial. That's 6 to 9 Pacific time or 9 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. We are here on a Saturday evening as I'm spinning your requests. We do it by year, and we are in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Julian McCroy, for this singer and prolific writer. This is on the he's from Atlantic. Oh, that's got to be Atlanta, Georgia. It says Atlantic, Georgia. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. And he was known, and listen, Lenny G. Did you know that this singer was king of the stroll? He was king of the stroll, but he won a talent contest, was spotted by Atlanta disc jockey DJ Zenas Sears, who would become his manager, and got him a contract with Columbia Records, releasing his first single in May of 1951. Now, he would be transferred from Columbia to the R&B subsidiary OK Records, where he had 17 releases on the OK label through 1956. Then after that, he signed with Atlantic Records, had 9 releases on Atlantic through 1959. This was his 4th release. And of course, it's a song he wrote from July 57 by request for Julian McCroy, Mr. Chuck Willis. Chuck Willis on Atlantic. It's called That Train Has Gone for Julian McCroy. Oh, Johnny, you're messing up here.
Was waiting for me, and it read, I'm leaving you, darling. My train leaves town at 3, and that train has gone. Oh yes, that train has gone. I believe that train has gone. That's the train my baby was on. I ran all the way to the station, up to the gate. The conductor grabbed me by my hand, said, son, it's too late. The train just left. He left me all by myself. Oh yes, that train has gone. That's the train my baby was on. I never will forget that train whistle as I stood there thought she already knew. I don't know where to write her. What am I going to do? The train has gone. Oh yes, that train has gone. I believe the train has gone. That's the train my baby was on.
There you go, July 1957 there for Mr. Chuck Willis. Chuck Willis on the Atlantic label. That is a strolling record. You gotta form a line, and you get your partner, and you kind of like put one foot over the other and turn around. We're gonna have dancing lessons here when I get the new studio. So Johnny G will be giving out Monday afternoons dancing lessons here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's Julian McCroy. Chuck Willis with That Train Has Gone. We have not gone yet. And if you are new to the program here, so Johnny G doesn't go or get shut down by the copyright police, you need to subscribe. You need to tell your friends about it. This is our third show of the week, as we have one more from 1957. This is for Tommy Shaughnessy in Florida. Now, he requested last week Earl Conley King. He was from Philadelphia originally, and he said, Johnny G, can you play his tune called Walking Slowly, because that's not on the CD I have. Now, I don't know, Tommy, if the flip side is either. Maybe it's not. Maybe they forgot about the record. Did I tell you that Ace Records contacted me, or they have contacted me in the past, I think through Tom Deal, and they said that they were doing a compilation on Jubilee Records, and they couldn't find the master tapes for one of the Stylers records. And I'm looking for a Stylers currently for James Stone in our YouTube chat room. So I'm looking for that. So they said, I found it, and I think it's that record. I just don't know where it is. And they said to me, I said, look, I'll make an MP3 for you, and I'll email it to you. They went, oh, no, you have to send us the record. I said, send it where? And they said, you have to send it over to England. I said, no way. I said, I'll tell you what. I'll send this record to England if you send me $50. If you send me $50 and pay for the postage to England, I'll send you the record, because I'm not going to get it back. So you're going to pay me $50 for the record, and I'll go find another copy of it. But they told me, no, we don't do it that way. I said, well, I'll make you an MP3 of it. I said, well, look, I'm not mailing the record to you. Okay, I'm not mailing a record to England from my collection to you. So he thought I was like talking out of my head. I said, why would I do that? Oh, you could I said, I can trust you? No, I can't trust you. I don't know you from Adam. I'm not mailing you the record. You want to come here and you want to tape it or whatever, by all means you can do that, but I'm not sending you the record. You can pay me. I'll give it back to you as long as I get the record back in its same condition. But they said no. But that's whatever. So I don't know, Tommy, if you have this on a ACD or not, but we're going to play the flip side. Actually, it's pretty good too. So let's flip over that Earl Conley King record from April 57 called Walking Slowly. And you get this tune on Sid Nathan's King Records, a tune written by Johnny Bell and wait a minute. So this might be a cover tune. Lucille Watkins, well, Charlene, she's on, she recorded for the Volume Records, I think. So I don't know, maybe this is a cover. Earl Conley King on King Records. The song is called, one word, it's called Nothing. This is for Tommy Shaughnessy. Here you go.
Nothing will ever change my mind, or my joy and my pride. I never felt this way before. It's a feeling I can't explain. But as long name. But as long as I can call you my own, baby, I'll never, 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 never complain. I said nothing would ever make me cry, but I'd cry if you should say goodbye, because I want you, I need you to always be by my side.
There you go, by request for Tom Shaughnessy. That's the sound of Earl Connolly King. Earl Connolly King on Sid Nathan's King record label. Nothing is the name of the tune, April 1957. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, this was a while back, so they're not I don't even know if they have a Jubilee compilation with the Stylers on it, but they were definitely looking for the track. But anyway, so thank you. Well, I got some new people in the chat room there. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show. We move into 1958. Let's fill a request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. Now, this is the B-side to a big #1 national hit. You know, this was the #1 record when Johnny G was born on September 3rd of 1958. The A-side was called Little Star, as done by this group from Staten Island, New York, and Vito Pacone and the Elegants. But at least I know the people here on the East Coast, they did play the flip side of that 45, and this is from June of 1958. Vito Pacone on lead with the Elegants, the B-side to their debut single, Little Star. It's called Getting Dizzy. This is on the Apt record label for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm getting dizzy, messing around. Oh, my girlfriend, she's dragging me down. She's playing me for broken every love. I'm getting dizzy, oh, dizzy. I'm getting dizzy, oh, yeah, oh, oh. I'm taking medicine, but that's no good. It didn't cure me, and I thought it would. The doctor said it can't be fixed. Just because you're wrong, I'm fixed. I'm getting dizzy. Oh, dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. Whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. But it's no good. It didn't cure me, and I thought it would. The doctor said it can't be fixed. It's just because you're wrong. I'm fixed. I'm getting dizzy. Oh, dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. Whoa, yeah. Whoa,
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for listener Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room. That's Vito Pacone and the Elegants. It's on Apt Records, a subsidiary of ABC Records, ABC Paramount Records, June 58. Getting Dizzy is the name of the tune. I can tell you my father has been complaining about getting dizzy every minute of the day. You can ask my mother about it. And it is very, very, very difficult dealing with someone that has dementia. I can tell you that much. But anyway, so listen, as people are finding out about this program for the first time, this is, I am you can call this a lifetime of collecting here, that I've been a collector of 45 RPM records and 78s. Not many on the LPs. I have maybe about 2,000 LPs, but they span all years. But I do have a lot of records. So, because I used to run labels, and again, since I was in junior high, I started collecting the records here. I was buying the stuff as it was coming out, but really kind of attached to the 50s vocal group music, because my aunt was very instrumental. She was a teenager. She was born, 1943. So she grew up with the music, and she was not the normal teenager. I tell the story before. She had, who has 900 records in their collection? I mean, how many hours do you babysit to go buy records to put in your collection? But anyway, but not only did she have rhythm and blues records in her collection, she was a big fan of Ricky Nelson. She even had Elvis Presley too. Not a lot of his records, but she liked, I think, I Want You, I Need You, I Love You was one that she liked, and one other one that she had. But anyway, but she had all the hits, and she had all some obscurities and whatnot, but she really molded me into become, and I just liked the music as a kid, so I was always around. You can ask my mother. I used to like the labels. I used to like them to spin around. I used to watch them on the turntable. It was mesmerizing to see. I remember seeing Curtis Lee on Dunes with that genie going around, and the Brent label, the red Brent label. I remember seeing that Brent single spinning. I think it was I by Skip and Flip that she was playing. But there were some hits that I like and she liked. She liked guitars, I think, because I asked her. I said, what's your favorite instrument? She says, well, I like the guitar, like in this record by Larry Hall. I like Sandy by Larry Hall. So she had all these, she was an unusual teenager, and she was supposed to be a guest here on the show, but unfortunately, she passed away before all that happened. But I was going to set her up so she could at least watch the show on a tablet and whatnot, but it just never happened. But anyway, so kind of like this show, and plus the other people that have, I think Mike Sape mentioned it. I had a lot of listeners to the program that have passed away. George Doowop Tompkins. I used to listen to him. I didn't know anything about this music, not one thing, and I would listen to his show, and I wrote down the songs. The Time Capsule Show is another one that was even more obscure for the stuff there. At least on WCBS FM in 1970, we're playing oldies, 50s stuff that are still played. Donald tells me they still play those records in Philadelphia. That's a good thing. So, but anyway, so really this is like a labor of love, and that's why I don't want to get shut down when I'm live. They shut down the show on Wednesday. Totally pissed me off, and it pisses off the listeners, and then they posted it. So I have to do a little bit more research on that, but we're going to get a new studio here with a different, hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I haven't heard anything yet, but let's hope that happens soon. But anyway, let's continue here. Got a lot to go. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. This singer, originally from Columbus, Ohio. Now, before he went solo, he was a member of a number of vocal groups. He was a member of the Swallows that recorded for King Records. That was in 1956. Also a member of the Marquees that recorded for Rainbow, and the Flyers that recorded on the Atco label. And then he was recruited by Bill Pinkney to become a member of the Drifters, and he sang lead on Drip Drop in 1958, but he would go solo later in that year, 1958, signed with Juggy Murray's Sue label, and he had 8 releases on the label. His first was his biggest hit. I'm sure many of you know the song Itchy Twitchy Feeling. That was his big hit. The flip side is a killer ballad too, by the way. But let's give a listen to his follow-up to that, his second release, written by Jamie Oliver, or Jimmy, I think it's Jimmy Oliver. Yeah, Jimmy Oliver, not Jamie Oliver. Written by Jimmy Oliver. The Coasters are backing him up on this, as I think they did on Itchy Twitchy Feeling. This is September 58, by request for Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. Bobby Hendricks On Sue Records, it's called Dreamy Eyes for Gary. Here you go.
Dreamy eyes, whoa, dreamy eyes, whoa, dreamy eyes. I'm in love with you. Whoa, dreamy eyes. Your kisses thrill me so. Dreamy eyes. I'll never let you go. Dreamy eyes. I'm in love with you. The way we laugh and talk through the park we walk makes it plain for all to see. We're as happy as lovers can be. Whoa, dreamy eyes. Your kisses thrill me so. Dreamy eyes. I'll never let you go. Dreamy eyes. I'm in love with you. The way we laugh and talk through the park we walk makes it plain for all to see. We're as happy as lovers can be. Whoa, dreamy eyes. With your lips of wine, dreamy eyes. I'm so glad you're mine, dreamy eyes. I'm in love with you.
Oh, there you go. Charlene, what do I got here? Elegance, Bobby Hendricks. She missed one here, is what she did. Hold on a second, folks. Good thing I got this up here. Let me go to didn't come out here. Oh, wow. Charlene, we forgot this one here for Chris. Hold on a second, folks. I got to open up my Excel spreadsheet here. I missed something here. Downloads. This is, see. Let's see here. Worksheet. So I don't see this right. This is a request for Chris Reed here, and she doesn't have it on here. Unless it's out of sequence here, Charlene. Where'd you go here with this? 58. Did I mess up here? I'm looking for... So Charlene, where is Eddie Hudson? Eddie Hudson here on the sheet. Let's see. Hold on, folks. As I get messed up here, maybe I didn't put it here. Eddie Hudson. Hold on. Find Eddie Hudson. Oh, here you go. So she just missed it here. Anyway, there you go. That one there going out to Gary in our YouTube chat room there. That's the sound of Bobby Hendricks. Bobby Hendricks on Sue Records from September of 1958. Dreamy Eyes for Gary McLinden. We continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Chris Reed for this next artist. His lone release on Ernie Young's Excello record label out of Nashville, Tennessee. His name is Eddie Hudson, and there's a group backing him up on this. I don't know, Big Dave Swinger, if you know the group backing him up, but it came out in May of 1958. It's on Excello. Eddie Hudson. It's called She's Sugar Sweet. This is for Chris Reed.
Oh, you're my sugar sweet, you're my sugar.
I got a pretty baby that you ought to see. She's the kind of baby that a baby ought to be. She loves me in the morning, she loves me every night. She'll always be my baby long as she will treat me right. She's my sugar sweet.
Sugar sweet,
Yes, she's my sugar sweet.
sugar sweet.
She's my sweet sugar bee. That's why I call her sugar sweet. When my baby walks, you ought to see her shake. She shiver, yes, she shiver like the jelly on a plate. I'm crazy about my baby, she's crazy about me. Yeah, 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 she is sweet as she can be. She's my sugar sweet. Yes, she's my sugar sweet. She's my sweet sugar bee. That's why I call her sugar sweet. You can have your short pants, panty, and your Lee. Take anything you want, but leave my baby for me. She loves me in the morning, she loves me every night. She'll always be my baby long as she will treat me right. She's my sugar sweet. Yes, she's my sugar sweet. She's my sweet sugar sweet. That's why I call her sugar sweet.
There you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat. I don't think that's the Crescendos on there, Big Dave. That could be. That's another group that recorded for. Could have been. Well, maybe not the. Wait, this is 58. I wonder if the King Crooners were the King Crooners on there. Was it 59? But anyway, as May 1958, that's Eddie Hudson on Excello, Ernie Young's Excello Records, out of Nashville, Tennessee. Tune written by Joseph Delton Miller. It's called She's Sugar Sweet. And that's going out to Chris Reed. Let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for listener Mike Sape. He wants to send this one out to Lenny G and Rob B. This group from Long Island, or Valley Stream, I should say, Long Island. And my sister-in-law is from Valley Stream, Long Island. And this group's debut single became their signature song and biggest hit. Came out on Lou Fargo's Fargo label. The song was called You. But this was the follow-up. And unfortunately was not a hit for the group, but it features Lynn Nixon on lead. This was their second of 8 on the Fargo label from May 58. For Mike Sape, going out to Rob B. and Lenny G. The Aquatones. Aquatones with Say You'll Be Mine.
I need you so. Don't ever go away from me. Say you'll be mine. Say you'll be true. Don't ever leave me for someone new. My heart is aching.
you go. I like that song better than You, I have to say. That should have been a hit for them. May 1958. By request from Mike Sape, going out to Lenny G and Rob B. That's Lynn Nixon and the Aquatones on Lou Fargo's Fargo labels. Say You'll Be Mine is the name of the tune. Now, it was unfortunate that she passed away in January of 2001. They had somebody else, because they were singing on the oldie circuit there for a while, and they had somebody that sounded just like her to sing the tunes there. They did, but those are the Aquatones. We are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Now, I don't know much about this group, but I'm going to tell you something about this song. This group had 2 releases on Irving Litkey's Kellett Records, which is out of New York City. They're called the Royal Notes. This was their first release. So anyway, I'm a big fan, or I was a big fan of The Walking Dead. Was on AMC. I haven't seen it. Are they coming back with anything? I don't know, but I used to watch that show. I was on Sunday evenings. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the show, and I don't know what the scene was, but they were going. This gal goes into like they were in one of the places that was, kind of like a safe haven. And there's a song playing in the background. I'm going, wait a minute. I know that song. What is that song doing in the Walking Dead clip there in that show? It was this song. It was this song. And I kind of I said, oh, this is really cool. So I had to watch that piece over and over again because I like this tune. This is a request for Bill Sheriff from July of 1958. These are the Royal Notes on Kellett Records. It's called 3-Speed Girl. This is for Bill Sheriff. This was the song.
She's a 3-speed girl and I love her Model 3. She's a 3-speed girl and I love her Model 3. Well, Lordy, Lordy, what's this girl doing to me? She's a 3-speed girl. When we kiss, my heart just flew. She's a 3-speed girl. When we kiss, my heart just flew. Well, Lordy, I can feel it down to my fingertips. She moves it near and I spin at 33. She touches my hand and I go round at 45. But when she kissed me, dear, I would whirl at 78. Oh, how do I survive? Now I'm going around with her. She's got me in an awful spin. Oh, what a spin I am in. I am dizzy as can be. She's a 3-speed girl and I love her man.
There you go. By request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. A clever song talking about 45, 78s, and 33s. 3-speed girl. Barbara's 1-speed. She's not 3-speed. July 1958, the Royal Notes on the Kill It label. That's for Bill Sheriff, 3-speed girl. Let's stay in 1958. I told you I was going to feature a record, a Collector's Corner 45, and this one equates to a Collector's Corner 45 because this is a rare West Coast record on the Jade record label. It's out of Los Angeles, California. Now, the group is called the El Rays, and the lead singer of this group is former lead singer of the Chimes that recorded for the Specialty record label, and that group also backed up Tony Allen on Night Owl. His name, the lead singer, his name is Horace Wooten, and he wrote this tune from 1958, the Vinyltreasure Collector's Corner with the El Rays on Jade Records. It's called Mr. Moonglow.
Mr. Moonglow. Hey, Mr. Moonglow, my girl has gone. Please, Moonglow, what did I do wrong? So, but she just doesn't know. Hey, Mr. Moonglow, shining so brightly, you know I need her nightly. Bring her on back to me. Moonglow, you know I love her so. Moonglow, you know I won't let her go. Moonglow, you know she doesn't love me, I can't go outside and I cry. If she don't come home, I'll cry and I'll die. Just as long as she is gone. Whoa, 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 Moonglow, bring her on back to me. Mr. Moonglow.
There you go. That's from the Collector's Corner. It's probably a rare record because they sounded like they were not in sync with the band. I can tell you the lead is good. I have to say that lead singer there. He was formerly a lead singer with the Chimes on Specialty. They're called the El Rays, 1958, out of Los Angeles, California, on the Jade, Jade records. Mr. Moonglow is the name of the tune. We are in the 1958 block. This is a flip side request for listener Casey Hines. Featured the Superiors, a group out of Philadelphia, on Mainline for Casey last week. We heard the ballad last week called Lost Love. Let's give a listen to the flip side now that Casey also wanted to hear, again featuring Eddie Custis on lead, and I'm featuring the mainline release, which is really not the true first press. This record first issued on Atco Records, but locally in Philadelphia came out on the mainline label. 1958, the Superiors, the up-tempo side. It's called Don't Say Goodbye. This is for Casey Hines.
my turn to plead with you, my darling. Can't you see you're breaking my heart?
Breaking my heart. Don't say goodbye, for I must make you see that you mean more to me than needs me. Well, the beat of my heart.
Can't you see you're breaking my heart?
Breaking my heart. Don't say goodbye, for I must make you see that you mean more to me than needs me. The beat of my heart.
There you go, out of Philadelphia there, by request for Casey Hines, February 58. I actually think it came out in November 57, and Marvin Pod mentioned it. It was recorded for Jocko Henderson, I think, and Barry Golder. I think those were the two. This was their publishing, G&H Music. Yeah, they recorded this, and they leased the track out to Atlantic Records, put it out on the Atco label, but locally it contracted to be released on their label Mainline in Philadelphia. The great Superiors there. Eddie Custis on lead, February 58. Lenny having a hard time dancing to that one with the tempo changes. Don't Say Goodbye is the name of the tune. We're not saying goodbye yet, although this copyright is out here, which is kind of weird. Being that on the 50s show, I don't ever see this. They're changing their AI is what they're doing. It's kind of making it worse for the Vinyl Treasure show, and it's going to be worse with this record too, by the way. This is a request for listener N2B-1986. He requested this quintet from Brooklyn, New York. This is their debut single. This first came out on the Amp 3 label, which in April of 58, which was distributed by Mercury Records. So the record started to take off, and then eventually Mercury would distribute it nationally. And with this release, they even spelled the name of the group wrong. They spelled the group's name Dandleers. There should be Danleers. They have an extra D in it. But anyway, I'm featuring it on the Amp 3 label. The tune written by the group's manager. His name was Danny Webb, and it features Jimmy Weston on lead. This charted number 9 on Cashbox, number 7 on Billboard, number 4 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record on WABY in Albany, New York, from April 58, by request for N2B, the Danleers, with One Summer Night.
One summer night, we fell in love. One summer night, I held you tight, you and I, under the moon of love.
so close. I knew no one could ever take your place. Oh, one summer night we fell in love. One summer night I held you tight, you and I, under the moon of love.
There you go, April 1958 there. Classic by the Dandeliers. Dandeliers, with a D they have it. They messed it up when they typed up that typeset for the label. And that's Jimmy Weston on lead. That's the debut single for the Dandeliers. One Summer Night is the name of the tune. We are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo as we stay in Brooklyn, New York. And this is, Tommy, I have to say, this is my favorite song by this group. They recorded for Thomas Robinson's Angletone record label. And it's unfortunate. A lot of the presses of this 45 do not play the greatest for some reason. Maybe recycled vinyl, I don't know. But this features Lloyd Davis on lead. Let's go to May of 1958, and they even have a mistake on this one. They're called here the Phi-Tones, so they forgot the S. They're really the Phi-Tones. Again, this is for Tommy Albergo, Lloyd Davis on lead, and the song is called You'll Be the Last, the Phi-Tones.
Some people search for love all their lives, not knowing when it comes along. But darling, you're the one I desire. I know with you I can't be wrong. You know I've had other loves many times in the past, and though you're not the first I've loved, darling, you'll be the last. I've been a fool, such a fool, taking life much too fast. And though you're not the first I've loved, darling, you'll be the last. I'm sure that you know all that I've been through. Darling, my past will show how much I've needed someone like you. I never want to escape from the spell that you cast. And though you're not the first I've loved, darling, you'll be the last. I swear, my darling, you'll be the last.
Yeah, that's going out to Tommy Albergo, this great sound of the Phi-Tones there, May 1958. That is Lloyd Davis on lead. You'll Be the Last is the name of the tune. That is on Angletone Records. I'm telling you, the first time I heard that, I went to one of my first record shows Okay, and it was in Montvale, New Jersey. This is really close to where I live. So I get there, and of course, I don't know anybody in the room. So I'm walking around. I mean, it might have been one person I knew there. I forget, but everybody was looking through records and whatnot. So I come across, and I'm just looking. I was overwhelmed, and it wasn't really a big venue. So Eric Ashton is there, and I don't know if anybody knows Eric. He's since passed away. He was from Carteret, New Jersey. He goes, do you have any of these records? So I'm looking. I said, well, I need these. I don't have any of these. So he had some for sale. So he had he had one of those portable record players, and he puts this song on, and he starts singing it in the venue there, and he knew all the words. I said, I like that record. How much are you selling it for? And he said $8. I said, okay, sold for $8. I'll buy the 45. I did a long time ago, but anyway, I like that record a lot, and so does Tommy Albergo. And I'm jealous, Tommy. You have a 78, a mint 78 on Angletone. Don't tell Braden McCallow you have that. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the 1959 block, and we fill a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. And we go to Jerry K. Part's Freedom Records, which is out of Los Angeles, California. Now, these artists are John T. Webster III and Anna. And I'm guessing that John T. Webster is Billy Beasley, because I think there's a release on the Decal label that has the flip side of this, which is a nice ballad called A Million Teardrops. And but this side written by Gene Mumford, who sang with the Larks and the Dominoes. So I don't know. So this is interesting. Gene Mumford wrote this song. I don't know. I don't think this is him, though. But anyway, it's from August 59. It's for UK listener Indrajit Advani, John T. Webster III, and Anna. It's called Gotta Make Love to You is the name of the tune on the Freedom label for Indrajit. You're messing up, Johnny. There you go.
High bills smack dab in the middle. Won't you be my bumpkin now? Come a little closer, just a little closer, with your dreamy eyes. Little pretty missus, I love your kisses. Give me one or two. Come a little closer, just a little closer. I gotta make love to you. Up and down, round and round. You got me in a spin. I feel kinda oozy, my head feels woozy. I love the spin I'm in. Oh, ring a ding a miller, you're so pretty. You thrill me through and through. Come a little closer, just a little closer. I gotta make love to you. Love me, love me, love me now. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, wow. Hey, up and down, round and round, you got me in a spin. I feel kinda oozy, my head feels woozy. I love the spin I'm in. Oh, ring, ring, minute, you're so pretty. You thrill me through and through. Come a little closer, just a little closer. Gotta make love to you. Oh yeah, I gotta make love to you. Come on, come on, come on.
There you go. That's going out to UK listener Indrajit Advani. Interesting that Gene Mumford wrote that song. August 1959. It's on the Freedom record label out of California. John T. Webster III and Anna. Gotta Make Love to You is the name of the tune. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo. He will be tuning into the program on the archive. This is on a label out of Linden, New Jersey. It's It's called the Shure label, and this is a rare record too. This was a record that Greg sold me a number of years ago. This group is from Highland Park, New Jersey. They were all students attending New Brunswick High School. Now, the members of the group were Joyce Walker, Billy Walker, Richard Laws, and Bobby Brown. And Bobby Brown is doing the lead on this. It's with the Gems of Rhythm Band. They're providing the instrumentation. This is from 1959. They're called the Golden Bells. It's a rare record. The Golden Bells on Shure. The song is called Pretty Baby. This is for Adrian Viterbo. Record would qualify as a collector's corner, I will tell you that much. But that's 1959. That's by request for Adrian Viterbo in Mexico. The sound of the Golden Bells. That's Willie Brown on lead. It's on the Shure record label out of Linden, New Jersey. Pretty Baby is the name of that one. As we continue here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to chase these copyright police away. They're hanging around on a record like that. You got to be kidding me. But anyway, we continue in 1959. Let's fill a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. This gal, she was from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, prior to this release, she recorded with a group called the Elvinos on the Groove and on the Vic record label. Her real name, Anna Mae Jackson. But this is on Bill Lasley's Memo record label. She recorded as Ann Keith, and this is a song she wrote. She's being backed up by her group, the Elvinos, on this, and this is kind of, this is I guess she wrote this as an answer tune to Ronnie Jones and the Classmates' "Lonely Boy," because they do a song called "Lonely Boy." This tune is called "Lonely Girl." Let's go to July of '59 by request for Gary Hendren, Ann Keith, and the uncredited El Vinos. This is on Memo. It's called "Lonely Girl."
I'm just a lonely girl.
Cha-cha-cha-do.
All by myself.
Do-do-do-do.
More than I once loved someone else. He doesn't love me. That's why he treats me this way. I'm just a lonely girl, all by myself.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
More than I need, want someone else. He doesn't need me. That's why he treats me this way.
Well,
As I stroll through the park, in the early morning dew, I hear what's calling me. I'm wondering, can it be you? I'm just a lonely girl, all by myself. The boy that I need wants someone else. He doesn't need me. That's why he treats me this way. Oh, treats me this way. Whoa, treats me this way.
There you go, by request for listener Adrian Viterbo. That's Ann Keith, a.k.a. Anna Mae Jackson. July 1959, that's on the Memo label. It's called "Lonely Girl" is the name of that tune. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for Timothy in our YouTube chat room. Now, when my first copy of this was trashed. I think I got it from a Pittsburgh collector, a Joe Jedlecka. Did anybody ever buy records when he was selling out? I know Fred Bond got a lot of his 45, and we're talking a long time ago. Now, I think he moved to Tennessee, and I saw an ad in Discoveries or Gold Mine or whatever, and I was, when I was a kid, a baby, my aunt used to play this Jan and Dean record, this Jan and Dean hit from '59 called Baby Talk, but that was not the original. This was the original that I'm featuring. This group from the Crown Heights section of Brooklyn, the tune written by group member Melvin Schwartz. Now, that features Roy Robinson on lead. And what happened with this record was Don Folletti posted in one of his auctions. I said, I have to win this record because I need a Stone Mint copy. And that's what this one is. It's a Stone Mint copy, and it is the true first press of this record. So for you collectors out there, the absolute first press has the address at the top. And the manufactured by Power Records are originals, but pressed after the Jan and Dean release. That's how it goes. So when Don Folletti posted this record, he posted the true first press of this when he got it originally. Who knows when, but I was going to win it, and I did. But this is a request for listener Timothy from 1959. Let's give a listen to The Laurels. The Laurels on this Spring record label, and the original version of the song Baby Talk for Timothy.
Well, which means to say she loves me.
In baby talk.
Say she loves me. She cannot speak very well, everybody knows, but to me she looks real swell in her baby clothes. I ask her if her love is true, and her answer goes, which means to say she loves me.
In baby talk.
Say she loves me, and I'll tell the world that I love her so. And in the years to come, my dear, I'll never let her go. No, no, no. She will say to me when I kiss her on the cheek, oh so tenderly, although I'm only 5 years old, and my baby, I really love my baby. Love my baby. Love my baby. Go, go, go.
There you go. Sounds of 1959 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Timothy in our YouTube chat room. The sound of the Laurels there. The Laurels. They're out of the Crown Heights section of Brooklyn, New York. And that one there with Roy Robinson on lead. The original version of Baby Talk on Spring Records is another record. I have a couple of, actually more than a couple of releases on this label. The Van Dykes, Gift of Love is another favorite of Johnny G's. Let us continue here in 1959. We go back out to California. Actually, we go to 1359 Oak Street in San Francisco. Maybe Reed knows where that is. And that is the offices of the Continental label. And fill a request for listener Josue Perez. Now, the lead singer of this group, her name is Ramona King, and you might know her releases on the Eden label. Lots of people like her tune Oriental Garden. That was, I think, from 1962, but prior to that, she was lead singer of this group called the Fairlanes. And again, this is a song he wrote from April 1959 by request for Josue Perez, the Fairlanes on Continental. It's called Writing This Letter for Josue.
Writing this letter to the one that I love. Oh,
August 1959 release there for the Fairlanes. Ramona King on lead in the Fairlanes by request for Josue Perez. We'll send it out to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat, and she likes this tune, Writing This Letter. It's on the Continental record label now. She has solo releases not only on Eden Records, but also on Warner Brothers and Amy Records in 1967. I think I played that on the Soul Show. Johnny G here on a Saturday. I am your Saturday night disc jockey here on Oldies and More Radio and also on YouTube. Again, if you are new to this program here, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel because it's important to keep the copyright police from shutting down this broadcast, which they have often done on my Wednesday night show, but I've kind of been okay on the 78 show and this show here so far, I should say. But we are in the year 1959. Let's fill a request for listener Paul Michel. We stay out in California. Let's go to Los Angeles, California for this request. This group, formed at Fremont High School in the late 1950s, included Richard Betts tenor, Raymond Washington tenor, Jack Udine Ware bass, and tenor lead Carlton Beck. They first recorded this is on the Kent, the Bahari Brothers Kent label, their second of two on the Kent label. It features Carlton Beck on lead from March of 1959. They're called The Senders. The Senders, by request for Paul Michel. It's called Everybody Needs to Know. The Senders.
I walk along, singing my song. Don't even know if I am right or wrong. Everybody needs to know. Life was once gay, then you went away. My only hope is that you return someday. I'm telling everybody about you. I try so hard to tell all my friends. They just tell me that all misery, but what they don't seem to understand is what can you do when you done the best you can. They said forget her, just let her go, but I'll keep crying. No, 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 no.
There you go, by request for Paul Michel there, the sound of the Senders from March 59 on the Bahari Brothers Kent record label. Everybody Needs to Know, and that is Carlton Beck on lead. Of course, this group recorded under different aliases also, like the Swallows/Guides, the Uptones, just to name a few, and a couple other groups too. Carlton Beck does a great record. Just as Carlton, I forget. Why am I drawing a blank? It's the second release is on Thor. I have the first release. You know, see what happens when you get COVID? You kind of lose your mind a little bit. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the year 1960 now. This is a flipside request for listener Amnon. Now, last week he requested Dinah Washington on the Mercury record label, and the side was called This Bitter Earth. But let's give a listen to the flip side now. This one from June of 1960. This is arranged by Belford Hendricks, and this is the B-side. Dinah Washington on Mercury for Amnon. It's called I Understand. Dinah Washington.
Understand, and darling, you are not to blame if when we kiss it's not the same. I understand. No, it's not your fault, because your heart has changed its mind. You didn't mean to be unkind. I understand. Forgetting you may be far from easy. I've grown so used to your charms. I'll miss that old thrill, and no one can fill your place here in my arms. But if you find our love was really meant to be, then Daddy, hurry home to me, and I'll understand. Yes, oh yes, baby, I'll understand.
Yeah, that's the great sound of Dinah Washington here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Johnny G Ain't Bashful, featuring Dinah Washington and other gals that sing like her, of course. June 1960, by request for listener Amnon, I Understand on the Mercury record label. We are in the 1960 block. Let's fill a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama, as there seems to be lots of discrepancies in the books about the dating of this next 45. What year did it come out? Now, no way did this record come out in 1957. I don't know where they get that, but there is a way that they get this from 1957. It is not. It possibly late 59 or early 1960. Actually, I say that this record came out in September of 1960. What do you think about that? And the song sounds very similar to a tune recorded by Little Tom and the Valentines on the Mr. Big label. Maybe there is a correlation, as this is the Big H label out of Houston, Texas, which is where that group was from also. But this record at one time was very rare until somebody in Texas found large quantities of this record, so it dropped way down in price. But it was expensive at one time. But it's a request for Gary Hendren, September 1960. They're called the Del Rios. The Del Rios on Big H Records. It's called The Vines of Love for Gary. one, Johnny. Go. That one there going out to Gary Hendren in Alabama. I'm telling you, that sounds very similar to a tune by Little Tom and the Valentines on Mr. Big Records that Gus Gossert used to play. But that's on the Big H record label from September of 1960, the Del Rios with The Vines of Love. Okay, where are the Vines of Love? I don't know, but let us continue here. And we are in the 1960 block. We fill a request for Adrian Viterbo in Mexico. Now, this song, George Doowop Tompkins turned me on to this tune here. I heard it on his, when he used to be on ARY. I think it was WARY FM out of Westchester Community College. This is on Herman Lubinsky's Sharp record label, subsidiary of his Savoy Records out of Newark, New Jersey. Now, this tune recorded on January 13th, 1960, released in April of 1960. And this is the intended B-side, as both the sides of this 45 are excellent. It features someone by the name of Mr. B. I don't know who Mr. B is, but this tune was first recorded by someone by the name of Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee recorded it on the Winter label in January of 1960. The writer credits on this are Stevenson and Barnes. So could Barnes be Mr. B, possibly? Let's go to April 1960. This is going out to Adrian Viterbo. They're called the Enchanters. It's on Sharp Records. It's called The Decision for Adrian.
I have a decision that I must now make. Decision, decision. Move my mind.
Yes, darling, I have a decision that I must now make. I don't know how it will turn out or whose heart it will break. No, you didn't know, for you were too busy being true.
And yet all the while, my darling, I did nothing but lie to you. When I first met you, dear, I had just lost my love. And I was hurt, alone, and bewildered. And God sent you from above. But now she has come back to me. And with me, she will always stay. And yet deep in my heart, I know you are also a part of me. Yes, your tender ways, the little things that you do, and just being your sweet, kind self has made me love you too. But why should I tell you that our love can still be when I know I wasn't meant for you, and darling, you weren't meant for me. Yes, if I were to say goodbye, oh, it would make you cry. But then you would find someone new and fall in love the way I fell in love with you. Now you know, my darling, the misery I'm going through. But it's a decision that must be made. For I know, oh yes I know, darling, I can't have you.
You heard my decision that I had just made. Oh, what it hurts, oh, heart will it break. That's my one decision.
I like that record. You can't call that a floating tenor in the back. Can you call that? Not quite. But that follow-up in the back is kind of haunting and sounds great. There you go, my request for Adrian Viterbo, April 1960, The Enchanters. What is that? You say it's Jimmy Barnes on lead there? Liam in Australia is saying Jimmy Barnes is on lead. I don't know, maybe. Well, the Barnes is the writer credit on the I got to check my Mr. Lee copy on Winter. I have it on Winter also. But that's called The Decision. It's on the Sharp record label, Herman Lubinsky's label, subsidiary of Savoy. We have one more out of the year 1960. Now, this is on a Bronx label, although this label, I think, Zell Sanders really managed this label, but she put it in control in paper to her daughter, Johnny Louise Richardson. And I have no information on this group called the Premiers. All I can tell you is that the books date this incorrectly. If you collect this label, the Dice record label, they were putting out the releases backwards. So the true first record on this label is the Clickettes at number 100. And I think it would be, I think 100, I don't know if they have 99 on the flip, but they went backwards. So by this time of this release, which is like 89 or 97 or whatever it is, 87, this is 1960. And also this print, this thick print like this was not in the 50s. This print came out maybe in early 1960, late 59 at the best, but I'd say 1960 at least. So this is a 1960 release. It's unfortunate that somebody had tape on this record, and whoever tried to remove it kind of tore. Oh, the other side is intact. I wish it was vice versa, but anyway, because this is the better side in my opinion. And this is a request for Liam in our YouTube chat room. This is 1960. It's a rare record. A lot of people are looking for this record. The Shalons is like impossible, but this one is hard too. The Premiers on Dice for Liam. It's called Little Angel Face. The Premiers.
Little angel face, pretty eyes, wait
Yeah, the vinyl is nice, but unfortunately the label on this side is messed up. There you go, by request for Liam in our YouTube chat room. 1960 release there, the premieres on, well, it's not Zell Sanders, it's really Johnny Louise Richardson's Dice label. Little Angel Face is the name of the tune. Let's move into 1961 now. Now, I was looking for this record for a long time for Jim Lampley in Texas, and I found it. Luckily, found it in the same box with the Dakota Staten record that I found for James Stone. They were both in there, so I probably never looked in that box at all. But this is on the Regatta record label, and I don't know. Charlene has 2 on this label. Okay, he says that, yeah, there are 2 releases on this label. This tune written and produced by Fred J. and Art Harris, and I think they own this label, Regatta Records. The record that I do play here is the Voltones, I think, called Bongo Love, I think is one that I've played on this label. But this is from May 61. His name is Will Sanders. Now, I think this is Willis Sanders. Willis Sanders of the Embers. I think this is him. I think he also recorded for the, he was with the, was he with Mate Marshall? I think he recorded with the Marshall Brothers, I think, but he was with the Embers. I think this is him. It sounds like him. It's from May 61. It's for Jim Lampley in Texas, and there's a group backing him up. Will Sanders on Regatta Records. It's called The Living Truth. This is for Jim in Texas.
The living truth is that I love you. The living truth, yeah, is that I love you. You go. Never let you go. You're all I need. You're all that counts with me. It's you or no one else, baby. And that's how it's got to be. That I need you, baby. The living truth, yeah, is that I want you. I only know I love you so. You go. Never let you go. No, never let you go. Never let you go.
There you go. That's going out to Jim Lampley in Texas there. The sound of Willis Sanders, May 1961. on the Regatta record label. The Living Truth is the name of the tune. I'm telling you, I think that's Willis Sanders of the Embers there on that tune here. Let's move into 1962 here. We go back out to California. Fill a request for listener Matey Campboy. This is on Art LeBeau's Original Sound record label. We heard from Sunny Night earlier in the show. David Vilma requested Confidential. Well, he ends up on the Original Sound record label with this tune, and it's from January of 1962. He was born Joseph Coleman Smith in Maywood, Illinois, and this is his second of two on the Original Sound record label for Matey Campboy, Sunny Night. It's called Those Oldies But Goodies Are Dedicated to You. This is for Matey Campboy.
Those oldies but goodies are dedicated to you. Tears on my pillow, girl, since I don't have you. But I won't cry, 'cause lovers never say goodbye. I really love you, girl, honest I do. But all I have to keep me are my memories of you. But I won't cry, 'cause lovers never say once upon a time, you were my girl. Just two kinds of people in this whole wide world. We belong together. This can't be the end. Let bygones be bygones. Let's start all over again. Those oldies but goodies are dedicated to you. Tears on my pillow, girl, since I don't have you. But I won't cry, 'cause lovers never say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.
Here you go, January 1962 release there for Sunny Night. Mentioning lots of oldies in the song there, and I guess that's why it's called Those Oldies But Goodies Are Dedicated to You instead of Reminds Me of You. There you go, that one there going out to Matey Campboy, Sunny Night on Original Sound Records. Got 4 more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This is another record that the books have completely wrong. This record is not from 1957. This record is from 1962. And this is a request for listener John Engstrom, as this group is from North Richmond, California. They had a regional hit with their first release on the Class label called Hey Marianne, but they did 2 on Pam Mar Records. This was their second, a tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Curtis Stanton. And he would later join the El Domingos in 1958 on Kappa Rex, not Cap, Kappa Rex, Charlene. 1962, by request for John Engstrom, the Sputniks. It's called Clap Your Hands.
Clap your hands, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really on the floor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clap your hands. She's kicking off of her shoes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want you to grab your soul and spread it all over. Home folks, put your room in yeah, yeah. Get up, children, come on, gather all around. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Get up, mama. Clap your hands. Come on, let yourself go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clap your hands. You can do it, I told you so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I want you to come on, mama, now and dance away. Yeah, old folks, put your room in get up, children, come on, gather all around. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Come on, mama, and repeat after me. Here we go down 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clap your hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, let yourself go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clap your hands. You can do it, I know you so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want you to grab your soul and spread it all over. Old folks, put your room in yeah. Come on, children, now gather all around. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Get up, mama. Clap your hands. 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 Clap your hands.
There you go. That's going out to John Engstrom. You see, that is not a 1957 sound. No way. No way. 1962, the Sputniks there. That is Curtis Stanton on lead. On the Pam Marr record label, Clap Your Hands is the name of that tune. Let's stay in 1962, actually late 1962 for this release. It's a record requested by Reed King in our YouTube chat room. I featured the Playgirls last week on Max and Solweiss's Galaxy record label, which is out of Berkeley, California. This is another release. Actually, I don't know if this I paid some money for this record. It's not easy to find, and I have it on green vinyl. I think this is the only way it came. The promos are like this on the green vinyl. The singer goes by the name of Eugene Knox, gets the writer credit on this, although it sounds like somebody else. I don't know who, but it's from late 62 for Reed King. Eugene Knox on Galaxy. It's called Miss You. This is for Reed King.
I long to kiss you.
I'm telling you, I can't place that group in the background there, but they sound like another song, and I bet you they're the same group. But anyway, there you go. I like that tune there. Late 1962 by request for Reed King in our YouTube chat room. Eugene Knox on the Galaxy record label. Miss You is the name of the tune. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here. I'm going to play one extra one for Liam. Okay, we're going to do that, but we're going to go with these next 2 here to close out the show. This is a request for David Silberg he requested the Cress. Now, Johnny Maestro left the Cress in 1962 for a solo career, but the Cress continued to record with a new lead singer. His name was James Ancrum. And this was his, I think this was with this first release here. It's on Morty Kraft's Selma record label. Now, this song charted number 28 on WBZ in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, I'm featuring the True First Press, which they have a bass intro with like a judge talking. The bass of the group comes in and talks. But they kind of cut it out they figured that we got to take that out. That kind of ruins the record. So I'm going to play, let me play the cut version. I'm not going to play it through. I'll just let you hear the beginning, how it starts. And then I'll play what the first press, how the first press sounded. So this came out in November 62. These are the Cress, requested by David Silberg. I was still looking for his Arthur Prysock record. I couldn't find it. But these are the Cress. And again, it's with James Ancrum on lead. This is on Selma Records. The song is called Guilty. And so here's how the lead-in is on the easier way to find the record. Okay, this is how it comes in. I'll just play a little bit here. It just comes in like this. Is it a sin? Is it a crime? Okay, so, but this is how the original happened. The Crest with Guilty for David Silberg.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yeah, dear Your Honor, we done found the defendant guilty, dear.
Is it a sin? Is it a crime? Loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. Maybe I'm wrong, dreaming of you, dreaming the lonely night through. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of dreaming of you. What can I do? What can I do? What can I say? What can I say? After I've taken the blame. You say you're through. You go your way, but I'll always feel just the same. Just the same. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Loving you, dear, like I do.
it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. Guilty of loving you.
There you go. By request for listener David Silberg, those are the Crests without Johnny Maestro. That's James Ankrum on lead, November 1962, on the Selma record label, Guilty, with the intro there, which is the harder one to find. This was my scheduled last record, but we're going to flip over that premieres. That'll be the last record. We'll get it on for Liam. He waited around all night, so we're going to play it for him. But this was my scheduled last 45, a request for a listener, Timothy, and the only release for this singer by the name of Mike Taylor. This is on the Dream label, which was out of New York. Now, the flip side of this was probably played by Murray the K, because it's called, wait a minute there, TV went off here. Hold on a second. The flip side of this is a song called Miris. Who listened to Murray the K? What was his funny talk? It's spelled M-I-A-S-U-R-I talk. Mirasuri talk. Is that how it's say? But that is the flip side of this. But Timothy requested, I guess, the ballad side maybe? This tune written by Ernie Maresca. Did he write this side? No, not this side. The other side was an Ernie Maresca tune. But let's give a listen to this side here from 1963. Mike Taylor on the Dream label. It's called He's a Lover. This is for Timothy. Mike Taylor.
Lover, he's a lover.
There you go. Oops. I'm sorry, folks. Was trying to find Liam's email. I sent it to Charlene, but she didn't put the information there. But anyway, there you go. That one there by request for listener Timothy there. That's Mike Taylor from 1963. It's on the Dream record label, song entitled He's a Lover. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G. We're here. Look at, I was supposed to cut down. I wasn't supposed to go an extra. My mother's going to yell at me when I go downstairs because she's watching the show now, but I get so many requests here on the program, and not to say, I mean, I still have a lot of people. We had 700 people here on the program tonight that tuned into the program, and I still have I got like 85 people in the chat room. That's a lot here. The show is only getting 30 or whatever for so many years, but now it's kind of exploded. So thank you all for being here. I know hopefully you must like what I do. I am just an amateur. I'm not a disc jockey. I am a collector. I will tell you that one. I'm a knowledgeable collector, but I'm not a disc jockey. Maybe I sound good on the radio, maybe in presenting the song, so that's a good thing. So, but I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, please give me a thumbs up. That's always good because YouTube does monitor this. And we had the copyright police here for a while now, probably within the last hour, but they didn't block the show, so that's a good thing. I think so. I should be safe. But anyway, we're going to close the show tonight with a request. I added this in for Liam because he wanted to hear that Premier's record, but we're going to play the flip side of it. Now, Johnny Louise Richardson gets the writer credit on the flip. We heard Little Angel Face, and Liam sent me information. I sent it to Charlene, but she just copied my info. And I tell her, she questions information from the listeners, but I tell her to check it out because you have knowledge that she doesn't have, and so she needs to look at that, because I would look at it, but I just don't have the time. So I'm counting on her to help me with that. But he told me who the lead singer of this group was, and I'm reading it here. It's Curry was his last name, but I'm trying to find his first name. And I don't see it here on my email. So I apologize, Liam, for not putting the information in, because you did send it to me. And I know you and Braden have been doing lots of research on the members that are still alive, and you spoke to the lead singer of this group. So I'm trying to think what the name of the whatever. But anyway, but let's play it here because it is late. So this is the, I don't know, this is number 86. So remember, they're going backwards. So this would be the B side of the record, okay? This is from 1960. These are the premieres on the Dice label. It's the flip side of Little Angel Face. It's called The Wine, W-H-I-N-E. And I guess that is a dance. But anyway, that is for Liam. That is our closer tonight. So thank you all for being here. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed what you heard tonight. I'll be back next Saturday night again, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you missed any of the show, it'll be up right as soon as you can watch it right now. It should be there. You can go back and check it out. You can check it out at your leisure. They shouldn't block this show. But I'll be back on Wednesday night with the soul records out of my collection. Soul 45s out of my collection on Wednesday beginning at 9 p.m. both here on Oldies and More and also on YouTube. No 78 show next week. It'll be a week after. So anyway, then we'll be back here on Saturday. Thank you, Charlene, for all your help. Thank you, everyone that tuned into the program. And I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here are the premieres with The Wine for Liam. Here you go.
Come on, baby, let's